Good day, my friends, and welcome to episode 7 of my beginner's playthrough of Iratus Lord of the Dead, featuring the Headhunter as the new minion of our episode today. The Headhunter is a minion which, I consider him as a physical damage dealer mainly. He has a little bit of options for stress damage as well, but his main department is physical damage. With the specialty of featuring a lot of effects which target people at random. His feature is a reduction of escape chance of enemies during the combat with a Headhunter. So if you like to let people flee, he's not the real good guy here. So let's go over the skills real quick. A skill which does damage to 2 random enemies, dealing damage quite hard. We have a hook in skill to a random enemy, which is ignoring block, which means somebody gets moved to the first place in the formation. We have one stress attack to a random target, 150% damage. Notice the high percentage values on every skill, like 80% on a double attack. That's insane. The next one is a targeted attack, which will do a delayed attack, like you mark the square and at the beginning of the next turn he attacks that square without spending an action. That's just basically a way of targeting his attacks in a delayed manner. So he won't miss with that attack. And the next one is an Aoe Attack, which is only doable from the back row, which you will end up with the Seething Wrath. And the thing here is you're going to need the ultimate to get back ahead again. So with the bounty skill, that's just an insane single target damage skill. And it's making him step 2 fields forward. So it's Seething Wrath into Bounty being a quite nice combo. Overall, I consider the Headhunter to be one of the best damage dealers the game has to offer I've seen so far. So having already equipped him here with a mechanical eye, which will turn off his ability to miss, because the Headhunter has a quite low accuracy naturally, but I mean he's lacking something. And the other item was is the Mutant Claw, increasing the damage dealt to elite enemies. So the basic idea here being to buff his ability to damage elite enemies and reducing his chance to miss. So you will see this guy a lot during the next few elite enemy fights. So let's go to the upgrades. I want to upgrade the dual slash. We have the option to increase the we have the option to remove the randomness and reduce the targets. As you can see, it's 3 spots. Here it's 2 spots, but it's target plus one field behind, so that's really not bad. The other thing is keep it random, but add up an insta-kills chance, and that's something I really want to have. I mean, it's a gamble, but come on, let's go for a gamble once in a while. The next thing I wanted to have was the Sense because I have a lot of stress damage based combos, and that's why I wanted to go for this as well. So we have a random debuff or the option to spread that stuff. I'm going to get the debuff here. Loss of all evasion is really nice, and the Seething Wrath can either destroy all block and ward or destroy all armor and resistance. I'm going to go for the option with the armor and resistance, but I'm going to have a look on the Bloody Harvest first. So Bloody Harvest is turning into a insanely strong single target damage on a random enemy, like 175%. That's insane. And the other one being a AoE with an insta-kill chance on everybody. Only 2%, but no. I'm going to get the Sundering Wrath to have an option to destroy somebody's armor and resistance completely, especially if I have enough anger available to trigger bounty afterwards. That sounds like a good idea. So the stats I've already spent. I went for quite heavy investments into attack, so yeah, that's that. So okay, First off, I want to go for a quite normal damage combo with this guy. So up ahead is a fight where we're having a Berserker, a Standard Fighter, a Trader, and I guess that one is an Alchemist. So we have a little bit of everything, buffs, AoEs and stuff. And yeah, so I'm going to set up my formation after I've put some people into the arena. So I want to put the Lost Soul in there because I want to have her available later. And I'm going to put the Dark Knight in there because his level is also quite low. We're going to step into some classic combo, aren't we? Can't use that from the back row. Yeah, then we're going to get that one. I wanted to try that out. So the Headhunter, I don't really have much experience on how to work with him, so I'm leaving the field of my knowledge I gathered before I started the series. So I think we're going to have a real fun from here, and you're going to see me fail more often, so enjoy that as well. So we're going to increase the skills of our zombie here. I really want to go for a ward ignore, or well, do I want to upgrade volley, or I'm going to get the upgrade for the more powder skill, like getting blocks and wards in addition to the damage increases. Yeah. I'm going to do that. Since the zombie is getting so much abuse, like really, I'm suffering a lot from getting too much damage on the poor guy here. So we're going to increase his attack a little bit as well. Let's go for some increase in the resistance too. And our friend the Wraith has an upgrade available as well. So I want to go for well, an upgrade like this. I do like the resistance destruction there. Minus 24 resistance is really big, so let's stick with that. I'll go for more evasion chance here and a little bit more crit chance there. And the bride will get some attack bonus. No, I'm going to add up some vigor on her. It's time to strengthen the defense of my minions a little bit more, because damage amounts are steadily increasing on the enemies, and it's about time to be a little bit more careful about that. Alright. Okay, so enough of the talks, let's fight a little bit. Alright. So what are we going to do now? I'll just try the Warple Slash here. Oh, that's some nice amount of damage. One downside is certainly the inability of targeting your attacks in any way. So I'm going to use the Hail of Teeth to remove the blocks on the treasury here. I can't remove the ward though. Let's see. Maybe I'm able to do that somehow differently. First off, I want to remove the Berserker anyways. He's the most annoying person on the field. So there we go. Like I said, the damage here already. So, what we're going to do? I'm going to give this guy some damage buff and some defenses here. There we go. Everybody loves to smack the zombie, you know. Some defenses for Mr. Berserker. Alright. Ignores block. So let's finish off this guy. Ooh, that's some really nasty damage on this fella. Okay. Going to target this alchemist guy. Okay. How about some AoE? Just to remove his block and hurt the other guys. He's shaking the purse, and the dwarves are being more motivated. Capitalists in their hearts. Alright, we're taking a lot of damage though. So, let's go for another Warple Slash here. Nice. Killing the guy I wanted to kill and damaging somebody else. I mean, it's a gamble in the end, but you can turn it into a calculated gamble. So I'm going to defend my friend, the zombie here, with a little bit of fog. Well, didn't really work out, but at least I tried, you know. At least I tried. So we're going to ignite this guy here. And oh, well, another one of those, why not? So now I can focus my efforts into the treasurer, I guess. Ah, well, there goes the Vorpal Slash. And the burn damage already coming to a really good use there. Wonderful. So, yeah, let's keep buffing my friends here. The rest is not really a fight anymore. Oh well, let's do this. Alright. Apart from suffering a little bit much damage, everything went super good here. So, our graveyard is being quite busy now. We found a grappling hook. Minions gain luck, accuracy, and evasion. I'm right now using the hatchet, increasing attack and dread. But I'm a great fan of increasing those utility stats, honestly. Okay, we're going to give my friends here some well-deserved rest. I think the Headhunter is available for one more fight. So we're going to set up something, some nice action like that. I want to use the shade here. So let's try something like that. So, what can I upgrade on my friend the Lich? I could upgrade the Stress Cloud. Either for more... Ooh, I could go for the Resistance Destruction there. Okay. But I think I'll go for the Dominate Undead option, which will offer even more buff there. So, let's increase that Dread a little bit. And my friend the Shade can, well, let's upgrade some armor and resistance as well. Okay, wonderful. So that's that. I have enough souls for an upgrade here. So I do like the increase of Digger's souls here, so let's create another Banshee to fill that slot. Because the more souls I get, the quicker I'll be finishing this necropolis here. Okay. So, we're going to have an option to restore people or to get into 2 fights in a row and, okay. So, should have looked at the map in the first place, hey? So, let's just... give our friends a little quick power-up. And change the squad again. Okay. Let's do it like this because I want the cold grasp available. Okay. This is not really an optimal formation in any way, but it's also not suboptimal. I'm still experimenting for what's working with each other and what's not. Okay. So we're having here the Hammerer, which is one of the is the dwarven version of the Golem with the redirection skill, but this guy is at least stress. Or you can kill him with stress damage. We have the Heavy Fire Thrower. These guys will spend their turns with stepping forward until they're up front on your team and started burning everybody. So that's basically it. I'm going to start with a little Hail of Teeth to soften up his block here, because I don't like that, and I wonder how long it'll take until we have the first kill with the insta-kill chance. I really do wonder. So I'm going to focus the flamethrower guy whenever I can, but it's not going to be that easy here. Okay. I'm going to destroy people's accuracy whenever I can. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. Whoa! Okay, I underestimated how much damage I'll do on my own people, and I didn't expect to crit. Oh, damn. That's not good. That's not good at all. My poor headhunter is already pretty dead. So I'll go for the Sundering Wrath here, and let him step behind. And hope he'll not get destroyed there. So let's reduce those people's accuracy, and I totally forgot that I went for the upgrade, which damages my allies as well. Oh man. But well, you learn from your mistakes. Oh, yeah. Missing the shade is always a good thing to happen. Alright. So we're going to use his backline abilities as good as I can until he dies. I'm pretty sure he's going to die this fight here. But we're going to see how much we can save before that happens. So since I'm having a magic ward skill on the on my frontliner here, I'm going to use that skill here. And we're going to kill somebody. Okay, so we're going to use this skill to increase his evasion skill, because honestly, the best thing I can do is just to try to increase his evasion as good as I can, and hope he'll survive. If he doesn't, he won't. I mean, it's not the end of the world to lose a minion. I horribly misplayed that one with the shrapnel, and, well, admittedly, it was very unlucky that it turned out to be a crit. But hey, sometimes you're just unlucky. Wow, that's a lot of defenses here. Nasty. Okay. So I'm going to use the Trick of the Eye skill here. And I'm going to use the skeleton, use the reanimate skill here. And let's get rid of this guy here. Maybe. Maybe not. Regeneration, how annoying. Okay, show them their place. Here goes the skeleton, only triggering a little block, but that's okay. So I'm going to need to step back. So we're going to use another trick of the eye. I'll be able to use his damage skills. So one really nice thing about the Lich here in general is as soon as somebody is dead, his real power starts to show. In case you ever wondered why this guy is supposed to be a good minion. So you're able to create with anger a steady source of new minions, which is quite powerful. So we can just create a new skeleton here. There we go. And we're going to use the trick of the eye here to let them swap places. So yeah, a shame to have lost all these wonderful items on the Headhunter in such a silly way, but well, that's a beginner's fate, I assume. Okay, we're going to finish this guy, and I'm going to trigger the flight on the Oracle here. So, well, after all that has happened already, I'm also okay with something like that. Let's drop down the Cloud of Darkness here. And finish this guy. No, come on. Regeneration? Seriously? So much healing? Amazing. I didn't expect that. Okay, so we're going to do another round of sacrificing here. No problem. No problem. Let's remove that little ward here. Does the regeneration actually... okay. So, I'm going to attack him now on a different spot. So, I'm learning something new about these guys, that going on them with stress damage is way more effective than going for the physical damage. As you can see, this guy's just healing like crazy. The amount of healing he's getting is really high. So we're going to use our other options here of killing people. Alright. So, let's blind him. That's bad. Okay. I really did underestimate the power of the dwarves here. Really learning every fight a little bit more about them. When I played the game the first time off camera, I did have like almost no problems at all with these guys. So I really took them a little bit too much on the light shoulder, I guess. But hey, that's why I'm doing this beginner's playthrough. I do mistakes so you don't have to, you know. That's also a nice way to share the trouble, isn't it? Okay. So, after losing a headhunter which was created out of really precious parts, we're going to craft another run out of really crappy parts. Okay. So these are things I'll remember in the future. At least I have some good brain for him. So I'm going to go for the other option now. And I'm going to go for this setup here. A little bit more attack, a little bit more armor, a little bit more vigor, a little bit more dread. There we go. Oh well, let's go for some block and ward ignoring skills and a Sadist's Hand. Hopefully he'll live longer than his predecessor. Okay. So, let's mix up this like that. No. Let's get away from the Headhunter for a moment here and return to some good old-fashioned old-style things. I'm going to use a bride setup here. Okay, let's go like that. The Banshee has an upgrade. Oh, let's go for just some resistances here. So, how about upgrading the Chilling Whale? Oh yeah, all minions gain dread for the next action. Wonderful. It's exactly what I want to have. I upgraded the minion to the mummy to a buff remover, which is going to be really useful in certain situations. And we're going to... Well, what's that? It's shoving the enemy back. This one is just ignoring wards. I want the one that just ignores wards. And we're going to increase the vigor of the mummy a little bit more and the attack a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Well. You know what? I want the Dark Knight. I feel like going for this. This is, after all, one of my favorite setups I've found so far. So the Stare into the Void stacks up into really big proportions as well. Okay, there we go. So I'm using the bride only if they are having people which I need to knock out of their stances. So let's check out what the next combat will be. Oh well, I don't want the quest right now. I want the chest. So, Infused Dagger unlocks a secret destruction spell. Deals damage, additionally deals 100% damage if the target is stunned. Oh my goodness, this is insane. Spirit Necklace. All minions and enemies gain plus 18 evasion until this battle. What? Okay. Hook. Whenever an enemy moves, they receive... I want that. Okay, that's really, really cool. And I'm also able to learn Blind. Ha, wonderful. Blind is destroying the enemy accuracy, and now we're going to have fun. The Hook is a very nice addition to my skills here. And a very nice addition to these two guys here. So we're having... Yeah, I should be able to do this fight like that. Okay. So there's an elite dwarven warrior, a musketeer, and 2 berserkers. Oh, this is quite dangerous to go at these guys with stress damage, but oh, what can I do? So we're going to buff the bride up away here with some thoughts about Iratus. I'm going to drop the haste spell so we're getting a few actions before our enemies. And let's go for no tomorrow. And I'll just... start doing the damage here. Okay, there we go. Oh dear, this is not good. Oh well. The mark is not a damage increasing mark, obviously. Okay, I was really concerned that this would be the damage increasing mark, but lose all initiative and evasion. Musketeer's attack deals more damage. Okay, if that's all, I'm relieved. Okay. So, I don't have enough mana to do anything else here. We're going to go for the Overwatch Stance here. Why not? More insanity for everybody. And we're going to check out if these guys will actually move or not. Wow, that's some sick damage. Yeah. That's why it's dangerous to go at berserkers with stress damage, but they'll die quite quickly. Whoa, okay. Well, so does my Dark Knight. So I guess the key is to avoid stress damage on the berserkers and focus stress damage on pretty much most other dwarfs in the spectrum. But these guys just get buffed too heavily by stress damage, and that's just an issue which is quite heavy to compensate. Wow. Oh man, I feel so sad about losing those minions, but it's part of the game. And considering that I'm not really experienced yet, it's quite clear that I have to do these mistakes. So, he's trying to flee. But going into the Overwatch Stance there was a completely unnecessary move. I don't think that would have saved anybody here, but, well... I just want to be honest with myself when I do mistakes. Alright, so, my poor Dark Knight. But we're just going to make a better one. That's what stays as a bottom line every time. Now then, friends, we're only having one more minion available, and then we're going to have to wait, but since I'm up to go for some more Lich action during the next few episodes, we're going to activate the Ghoul quite soon too. So next episode we're going to start using the Lost Soul, which is a very interesting unit. I like to use him, but it's a little bit unconventional at first. So I'm going to build up a little Dark Knight and roll the outro in between. So I'm really grateful for you guys hanging around this time again. Feel free to drop me a comment down below if you want to tell me anything that's on your mind. I'm running low on weapons as well. And yeah, would appreciate any form of thumbs up, subscriptions to my channel, or even shares of this video if you want to support me more directly, but I don't mind if you don't. Just hang around, enjoy the videos, that's the most important part of all, and I hope you're coming for the next episode as well, when we are discovering what we can do with this friend here. So, see you guys next time. Goodbye.